1, 2, 3, let's go!
Assalamualaikum, my name is MUAZREEN ZIEKIF. So first I want to present about introduction. In 2019, the world was shocked by a new virus known as coronavirus or COVID-19 that can be spread through contact and disease such as cough and flu. Due to the spread of the COVID-19 epidemic, we want to create a smart tool that is focused on home users who like to buy some items at outside or online shopping but afraid COVID-19 spread in their house. Because of they are not able to comply with the SOP which has been fixed by the Ministry of Health perfectly. The project we create is Smart Sanitizer Mailbox. Next is problem statement. We have two problem statements. For the first one is home user has no evidence yet whether the COVID-19 has virus at the items will be spread on their house or not. With the sanitizer mailbox, we will 100% confident that the virus will not spread on their house because the item has put inside the mailbox and it will auto sanitize before bringing it home. The second is hard to sanitize manually if has many items to sanitize. In this situation, it's very hard for someone that has no time to sanitize manually all the items. Next is objective. So the first one is provide a tool to sanitize items inside the box. And the second one is auto stop sanitize after duration time end. And the third is inform user to refill water by activate buzzer sound. The next part is code. So the first one is Arduino IDE, which is software for Arduino, and we download the file ESP8266. Then we'll upload coding on the Arduino Uno. So the second one is Arduino Uno, which is the main function to send signal to groove water and motion sensor. So in the groove water atomization, it will produce the mist to sanitize. And for the mini PIR motion sensor, it will detect items, then send signal to groove water to sanitize. And then for the non-contact water level sensor, is about if the water inside the container has not dropped, that means LED on the sensor will on, and for the buzzer it will make sound if the water inside the container has dropped. Next is user scope. We choose is home user, suitable for online shopper, user who purchase items outside, and cash on delivery, which is COD seller, who's like to buy items outside of house but is afraid of being infected with COVID-19 virus from the items. So when the deliverer sends the items in front of house, they can put the item into the box. Therefore, anyone who buys their own items at the grocery store or supermarket also can put the items inside the mailbox. This is methodology. For our project, we choose agile model, which is have 8 steps. First step is requirement. In this first phase, we identify some problem statement and solution on how to complete project objective. Relevant data will be collected according to the project. We will work together as team members. Working in group makes our work easier, and we will refer to our supervisor for guidance if there are any project problems. Next is design and architecture. In this phase, determine the hardware and software needs and determine the overall system development in this project. After collecting all the information from the internet and books, then the system will be built and can be developed. We will start designing the interface of the project. These tools and the technique are flowchart which will be discussed. This project will be implemented using two separate software and hardware. The hardware that we will use is Arduino Uno, growth water optimization, motion sensor, non-contact water level, and the last buzzer. While the software we will use Arduino IDE to connect all the hardware components. Is development. At this phase, we will describe each hardware from our project. For the first part is how Sanitize working. First is growth water optimization. This hardware is to sanitize the items inside the box. Next is motion sensor. This sensor will send signal to growth water optimization to sanitize the item when the item has put inside the mailbox. The second part is how water level function. First is non-contact water level sensor. This sensor will check within the water on container has finished or not. This sensor will collaborating with buzzer, which will make a sound and vibrating when water inside container has dropped. Next is testing. Product will be tested to see if our system can connect with hardware works properly or not. We managed to investigate and polish the quality and performance of the smart sanitizer mailbox to reduce to the software bug and hardware damage. Next is implementation. After testing, we will place the container growth water optimization at the corner of the box, and the motion sensor will be placed at the top of the box. After that, the water level sensor will stick it on the outside of the container, while the buzzer will place it on the top of the box. And the last is maintenance. In the last phase, we will store all project related information for future use. If there are any problems with the project, we will refer to the information we have stored. In addition, the information we will store will be used to upgrade the project. Next, logical design. So this is block diagram, which is the first one is Sanitize, and then the second one is water level sensor, and this is schematic diagram. The first one is Sanitize, and the second one is water level sensor. So this is a flowchart diagram. Then the first one is maker, which is we will start and then power on the Arduino Uno, and then put item inside the box, and then we had motion sensor, which has two options. So if there is no item, the output will be no sanitize, and then if there is item, it means yes to give signal growth water to sanitize the items, and then the LED will turns on. So the second one is water level sensor. So we will start power on the MCU, and then the non-contact water level sensor has two options too, which is the first one is water inside. If water inside container has dropped, then the buzzer will respond and then power off. So the second one is if water inside container not drop, and then the buzzer will not respond, and then it will be power off. Next is conclusion. The conclusion of our present is this smart sanitizer mailbox is rarely available in the market. Our product is very useful for everyone, especially for home users who are afraid of the COVID-19 virus. Thank you. Okay, don't worry, we have solution for you.
it's me, Mama Osa IRBAH. So right now I'm gonna do some demonstration for our final year project. Before start using our project, please turn on power supply. Okay, now power supply is on and I have puzzle with me. Just simply put it inside and close the box just to make sure there is no mist flying in the air. Okay, next please press button behind the box. Okay, while our puzzle is sanitized, let me tell you, our press button is our security feature. If mist automatically operate, the mist will touch our skin, touch our eye, which is dangerous for our body since sanitized liquid contains 60 to 70% alcohol. Now we have to wait our LED to turn off. Okay, now our LED is turned off, which means our puzzle is clean. Yay! Okay, do you guys heard that sound? That sound is indicate water level is low right now, which means using it to refill their sanitized liquid. Right now, I have sanitized liquid. Let's pour it inside. And now the buzzer is stopped, which means sanitized liquid is full. That's all from us. See you guys in Q&A session. Bye.